I have with me once again Oliver Ross of Liberty Lives in part 3 of this 9-part series that he's very kindly given his time to educate us on our privacy, on our communications, and our online activities. And he's here today to discuss the extremely important issue of email privacy. Now, you had mentioned on Gmail accounts that even if you say go and you delete your emails, Gmail's keeping them on their server for what did you say, 6 months?
No, I was Proton Mail.
That's
Gmail,
Proton.
I'm pretty sure it's indefinite. You have to look at their policy, but I'm
So
pretty sure
even
it doesn't.
if you as the user go into your Gmail account and you delete all of your emails, they're still on the server.
They're still logged, and it doesn't matter. Even if they're not, the Gmail account the AI associated with Google would have captured it anyway. So
Right.
depending on what you mean by them being saved, enough of the information from them has already been extracted.
Right. So I think the important point to make there is that if you're using something like Gmail, or I would assume Hotmail would be the same thing, as you're sending these communications, it's logging that stuff.
Exactly.
It's tracking what you're doing. So now the next step, of course, would be to go to something like Proton Mail, but that only works if both people are using Proton Mail. And even then, you have to be aware that it can probably read your subject line, so be careful what you put in it.
And you really have to think about this isn't a communication silver bullet situation. You're dealing with a flawed platform when it comes to privacy. It's for ease of use, email works great. But from a privacy perspective, you can only bandage up something so far. It's not going to change what it actually is. So you have to keep that in mind when you're using your email in general.